Guide to a free knife in CS2. Some knives in CS2 cost just under $100, while other knives can cost over $10,000. Today, we'll be exploring all the different methods you guys can use to work up your balance in CS2 and work your way towards a free knife. The first method that we want to discuss is simply grinding the game. This is going to be one of the easiest methods, and all you need to do is log into your game each week and level up one time. The first time that you level up at the start of each week, you will be rewarded a weekly care package if you are a CS2 Prime member. These weekly drops will give you the option to pick between 4 different items. Typically they involve 1 case, 1 skin, and 2 other random items. The case that you typically will receive in your weekly rank up will be from the active drop pool. This consists of the Kilowatt case, the Revolution case, the Recoil case, the Dreams and Nightmares case, as well as the Fracture case. Out of the 5 cases in the active drop pool, the case that you're going to want the most is the Dreams and Nightmare case. As you can see here, it costs $2.22. This is guaranteed free profit every single week if you did hit this case. However, if we average out the 5 cases in the active drop pool, you will earn around 83 cents per week. If you take that average of 83 cents per week and times that by 52 weeks in the year, you will have around $43 after your first year. The $43 after your first year doesn't factor in the other item that you can select each week in your weekly care package. Typically, you're going to want to select the skin as it is the most money. However, before selecting your items, make sure you research all 4 of them on the Steam market to see what the best items are and the most money. You also have just under a 1% chance each week to pull a rare case from the weekly drop. This can range anywhere from $5 to $100, and if you pull that $100 case on one of your first weeks, you can get a free knife right away. The second method that I want to discuss is attempting CS2 trade-ups. You have a huge variety of different trade-ups that you can attempt. High risk, low risk, or no risk trade-ups are all different outcomes that you can attempt in CS2. Depending on your preference, I personally would recommend sticking with low risk or no risk when starting off. However, if you do hit a high risk trade up right away, you can get a free knife off of one simple trade up. However, I would recommend starting off with around $5 to $10 in your balance, either from selling your weekly drops or investing it into the game that you can put back in your wallet later on. You can reference websites like TRADEUPS Spy, which give you free weekly trade ups, or look back at any of the videos on my channel where I do show a ton of different trade ups every single week. Alongside this, you can also go over to the calculator section, build your own trade-ups as they will have less competition compared to ones that are free that are shown, or ones that are on my YouTube channel. One of the biggest issues that people have with CS2 trade-ups is not finding the correct floats for the trade-up that is required. I will make a full in-depth guide with all the different methods that I use to find the floats for my trade-ups. However, I will simplify things in this video and quickly cover a few different options. Your first option is going over to Google and searching up CS Float Checker, clicking on the CS Float Market Checker here, and making sure to add the one with 1 million users to your Chrome. Once you've installed it into your Chrome, it will allow you to click on any item on the Steam market. When you scroll down, you will be able to see the floats here of the item before inspecting them in-game. If you're inspecting them in-game, it takes too long and someone could buy up the float that you did need for the trade-up. You can also sort by float here, which will show you the lowest float on that page. The next method to get low float skins is using buy orders. However, we're going to strategically place our buy orders based on which item is the easiest to get the float that is required. Let's say our inputs are from the Fracture collection. We're going to search the Fracture collection, press item and float drop chances. From here, if it is a mil-spec skin, we're going to click on mil-spec and then click on any of the items. We can start off with something like the P250 cassette. If we need it in minimal wear, we will select minimal wear here. And if we need anything under a 0.09 float, we will put that here and press find average float. From here, we can see 45% of our buy orders will most likely be between 0.07 and 0.09. That is why I would select this item to pick up on a buy order. The third way to find items that are low float for trade ups is using third-party sites. One of the sites that I personally use is SkinsMonkey, because no matter what float you are trying to pick up, it will be the same price. For example, what I mean is if you search the cassette here, you will see all the different items do come up. In factory new, we see a huge list of different items. When we sort by lowest float minimum right here, we can see the first item when we inspect it is a 0.02 float at 87 cents. The next item beside it, once again, is 87 cents. However, this is a 0.05. You can come here and snipe some low float skins for the exact same price, and not a lot of people check some of these sites. Before we move on to the next method, let's have a quick word from today's sponsor. This video was SkinsMonkey is the best CS2 trading site with thousands of skins to choose from. Simply select the skins you don't want from your inventory, select the skins you do want, and press trade. You can get up to $5 completely free on your first trade if you use code Claude, as well as a 35% deposit bonus on your balance while using code Claude. If you don't have any skins in CS2 but want a free chance every day, they are always running 3 giveaways that are completely free to enter. Make sure to check them out with the link in the description below, and thanks again SkinsMonkey for sponsoring the video. The third method and least time-consuming method is simply entering giveaways. YouTubers, streamers, and some third-party sites host giveaways on their channels or on their websites. I personally do giveaways on every single video on my channel, as well as do different milestone giveaways for a free knife. I also just opened up a Discord where I will be doing exclusive giveaways every single week to new members and anyone that joins the Discord, so it will be linked down below. I will be giving away this Huntsman knife Marble Fade in factory new condition when we hit 50,000 subscribers. All you need to do to enter this giveaway, subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment down below, and make sure your trade link or Steam ID are in the description of your YouTube channel. The fourth method that I would like to discuss is farming the CS2 armory. Ever since the armory has been added to CS2, there are a few different ways that you can build up a balance and constantly farm the armory passes in order to make some free money. Although it does take more time if you only have one armory pass, you can constantly recycle this one armory pass, buying it, using your stars, using that money to sell off items, and then buying another pass and keeping some of the profits. Once again, if we head back over to CSROI, if we click on the armory section, get rid of the cases, we can see all the different items that are currently in the armory. We can see the top item here with an unboxing ROI of 124.6% is the XM1. However, we only profit around 35% of the time. This is going to be based on the float that you do get. Although most of these are over an unboxing ROI of 100%, if we look at the actual profit percentage, all of them are under around a 30%, which is why I would not advise on picking up any of these items if you do use the armory stars. Your best method to build up your balance and make your money back from the armory pass is simply buying the newest case. You would want to pick up the Fever case every single time that you do have your 2 credits, and then sell it on the Steam market. One of the other methods that I personally would recommend is saving up your armory balance until a new case drops. From then, you're going to pick up that new case on the very first day. After the 7-day trade hold is gone, you will be one of the first people to sell it on the Steam market. The fifth method that I want to discuss is simply buying skins and holding them as an investment for long term. After selling some of your weekly drops, I would take that money and invest it into a case that you think will be removed from the active drop pool. Out of the 5 cases currently here, we can see the Fracture case was added in 2020. This will most likely be the next case to be removed. However, they can remove any of these 5 cases, so be careful. Don't go all into one case. I would recommend splitting it over around 2 cases that you think could be the next one to be removed. Once it's removed, the price will constantly go up over time as it's not actively dropped anymore. From here, you'll want to save up your cases, and then once the prices have risen on those cases, you will sell them on the Steam market for a profit, and that profit will generate closer towards your free knife. The sixth and final method that I want to discuss, and one of the most time-consuming methods, is flipping skins in CS2. This method can be the most time-consuming as a lot of people are trying this method as well, and you will be competing with a lot of people. You're going to want to head over to any third-party site and look for any deals that you can pick up and then sell for a small profit. Taking a look at something like Skinport, we're going to look at all the items that they do have. We're going to sort it by newest and then select this live button. Whenever a new item is posted, it will instantly refresh on your screen. I personally would recommend picking up any item over a 28% discount and then flipping it for a small profit. This will factor in any fees on the site and still allow you to make some small money. However, a lot of people are doing this and there are bots that you are competing with, so you do have to be extremely quick. In order to help out one lucky winner from this video, I will be giving away this FAMAS Mecha Industries in factory new condition when this video hits 350 likes. All you need to do to enter the giveaway for this skin, drop a like on the video, comment down below your favorite method from the methods in this video, and make sure to join the Discord as all the winners will be posted over there at 350 likes. I hope you guys enjoyed all the different methods that were discussed in this video on how to build up your Steam inventory balance and work your way towards a free knife. If you found this video useful, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.